Thank you so much for choosing UBC as we inspire you. You're watching the Entrepreneurs Hub. My name is Sandra. Each and every single time we sit down with our guest for the day, wonderful topics. And for the entrepreneurs out there, I believe you will speak at least one or two things and find a way on how to start or maybe grow your business. Well, for today, I'm having a great guest. I'm having Huntington. And where we are, you can tell it's a beautiful place. He'll be letting us know more about where we are. I'm sure you're so inquisitive, you want to find out. But for tonight, it's Huntington who is here to inspire us as far as entrepreneurs are concerned. You're most welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, Huntington.
Good evening.
How have you been? Year 2021 is here.
Well, it's a challenging year, but we've been there, pushing on and on. Yeah.
Where we're seated, it's quite a beautiful place. It couples a lot around here. Maybe one would be wondering where we're seated. I'm enjoying the breeze itself. Tell us more about where we are.
Well, this is called Makula Hotel. It's a very nice hotel located in Chengera, at the first corner after the center. Yeah, it's a very nice place for all types of accommodation, parties, and every other thing. It's a nice hotel. You should just come and check it out. Yeah. And I am Huntington, and I'm the CEO of Vivid Adventure Safaris Limited. And I partner with this hotel for our guests, both international and local ones. Yeah, you're always welcome at Makula Hotel in Chengera.
Wow, it's a beautiful place, I can say. Maybe for the guests who has just joined us, a welcome aboard. We're respecting the standard operating procedures. There's a social distance. They could be wondering why we don't have masks, but at least we're respecting the guidelines. Yeah. The other issue is that, of course, 2020 was never easy when it comes to the pandemic and the COVID situation. Looks like business is still on a standstill. For you, Huntington, how have you managed to precipitate your business to get back on board?
Well, usually in tourism, when we are not working or receiving guests, mostly international ones, we call it off-season. So to be sincere with you, like we have been off for a year plus now, like no guests coming in. But to the present situation, I think we are recovering, considering the fact that the vaccination is now out and we've received spots here in Uganda. I think yesterday but one. We have vaccines that landed in Uganda. So we have hope that we are getting back on our feet as the tourism fraternity. Yeah, but if you ask me how I've been maneuvering through the year plus, how I've survived, I will only tell you that this is Africa. We welcome every situation and we survive through it. However hard it is, however we survive. Me, because I've been a safari guide for a very long time, apart from being the CEO of Vivid Adventure Safaris Limited, I have procured through my career as a guide. And to tell you the truth and talking on behalf of all of us, it has not been good or fair life for us, and including the tour operators themselves. Things have not been easy, and however, at this moment the government of course is trying to support us, and recently we are getting paid trainings from Uganda Tourism Board, which is a good thing for us, like it's a relief for all of us, but the fact is we are Africans, born to survive. So I have survived, we have all survived through, you know, on our continent, if you have something to eat, then you don't cry. So we have survived it. I will not tell you we have survived it, this and how. And you do farming. Most of us, like personally, since you are with me now, I have a farm which has been taking me through the bad season or the off season. Yeah, I've been getting my food from the farm and every other thing, and trying to sell some food. Yeah, so that is how I've been surviving. But tourism at the moment, we are just waiting for the vaccine to do some miracles for us so that the world can settle again and we receive some tourists in the country. Yeah, the off-season, yes.
You get over from the sick bay. Quite a lot that you're doing right there. I'm just wondering, what is your greatest inspiration? What inspires you to strike a balance to the hotel industry, to the travel company, and now that you're a farmer, you might have a lot of advice for the entrepreneur who is watching?
Personally, my studies, I'm a businessman, and I managed to do a bachelor in business administration at Makerere University Business School in Nakawa, and tried to sit in offices. I realized I cannot manage sitting in an office because I am not an idle person who can sit in the same place for so many hours. I like doing so many things at the same time. So my first company that I worked for was AfriCell Uganda, and I was sitting in an office for the whole day, which I realized was boring for me. So I'm talking to the youth who have done their university and they have their degrees out there and they need to know what to do. So to give you a short story about my life, is I sat in the AfriCell office, which was my second opportunity, because my first opportunity was a family opportunity. Of course, I was working for family and was getting money here and there, but then my official opportunity came with AfriCell Uganda, and I was managing the east of Uganda. I was managing their fleet and their sales department and everything. So, like I said, I'm not good with office. Like
sitting in one place for a long time.
It became a boredom for me. But then, I've always had this dream. I am a very straight person and I like dealing with straight people. And I can tell you I've been a TV person for all my life. I've watched documentaries, movies, and I like the way the outside people handle their things. Like they are very straight to say and honest, and I like being in the company of such people. And when I poked my nose into the sector of tourism, I realized that these are people, the whites, the international tourists. They are people who wake up in the morning, they have planned, they plan their travel, they save their money, and then they wake up one day, after saving your money for a year, you find that a tourist wakes up one day, goes on the internet, peruse through, finds a company, talks to whoever it is, the operation, the consultants and the other people. And then you find this is a person who is going to get all his savings and he sends the savings to Uganda on the local account here. And then that person will take almost 3 months to 4 before he comes here. So when I realized that tourism is like that, because in tourism has a short meaning. We travel for pleasure, okay? So I looked at the difference between the seller and the buyer. And the buyer is the tourist and the seller is the local tour operator, let's say here in Uganda. Because it's all around East Africa, we have Kenya, Tanzania, and so basically we are talking about Uganda because we are in Uganda. So you find that, let's say I'm the seller because I'm a tour operator, at the same time I'm a guide. So let's say someone inquires from me, I sell my product, which is Uganda. Uganda is my product. Yeah, the product, what I mean by the product is I'm going to sell Queen Elizabeth, Maction Falls. We have close to 11 national parks in Uganda. So I sell all that product, plus Uganda worldwide. So I sell my product to the personnel, and the person will accept it. That person will send me, like, let's say 15,000 USD on my account. Without any, written agreement, nothing. Yeah, nothing, you understand? So that kind of business relationship is what I've always looked for in my life. Like the way I look at my life, I've always loved dealing with trust to trust, trust with trust. Trust me, I trust you, you understand? That kind of relationship, because I can compare that kind of relationship to the old tradition. You know, in the old days, like all elder men, they would sit and I would say, tomorrow is my turn to buy the local booze, like we call it the mara, like the alcohol they used to sit around that time and take. So he would say, tomorrow I'm the one buying, and everyone will leave that place this evening knowing that tomorrow it is Tom buying, and tomorrow Tom will make it a point that he has even paid before you guys even arrive. So that kind of trust and relationship is what I've always wanted in my life. That is why I have always been moved by tourism. I've loved the sector at heart, and that is why maybe I've achieved what I've achieved in tourism, because tourism is, if you ask me, it's a beautiful sector, and when we talk of entrepreneur and investment, it's something you need a lot to invest in. You need a lot of money, because at this moment you will start an office at this moment, and because a tourist will ask you, do you have a vehicle, a safari vehicle that is going to move me around, and then you'll have to give that answer to, you know, it involves a lot. So it's a big investment, and the income is also big. That is what I can say. But the core value in this sector or industry is trust. It is the relationship, the business relationship you have with clients.
Though I see the vibe and the strength or the energy and the zeal that you have could be running in the blood.
So how I could conclude about this emphasis or point is, you have to love it.
You have to love it.
You cannot do tourism.
For someone out there who wants to take part or tap into this particular industry, apart from having trust, they need to have the love.
Exactly. I would tell you, if you go on my social media page, because I use Prince Hannington as my name tag on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and everywhere. If you go, I would personally tell you that I get a lot of messages in my inbox. People who want to be tour guides, people who want to do this and that. And this is what I usually tell them. Because it's an attracting sector. You know, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you something that is going to surprise you. I've been in this sector for only 4 years.
Wow, you speak as if you've been there for like 10 years.
Exactly. That is the thing.
You're so passionate.
That takes me back to my point that I always tell the people who come to my inbox that it's a lovely sector and it's a good investment, but you cannot handle it if you don't love it. I did business myself. I didn't enter tourism because I wanted money or because it's a big investment or because it's good business.
Yeah, because it adds up onto the economy and everything.
That is not why I entered tourism. I entered tourism because I wanted to deal with straight people. I wanted to deal with people who know what they want.
Who know exactly what they want.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Someone who tells you, I want this. Can you give me this? And you're like, yes, I can give you this. And then you'll find that the trust between you two will move you forward. The person will send you his money, handle his money very well. Of course, we get incurrences whereby you find we have, of course, crooks. We have fake people, yes, we do. But the reason I entered tourism is the love I had for, I would say, old tradition. I love the old ways. I'll tell you a short story. My friend circle, people I call friends, they think I'm almost 45 years. But I can tell you I'm 31 years old. But people think I'm 45. The reason they think like that is maybe because of the way I think. Like,
you always borrow back
yeah,
the old tradition.
Exactly. This thing, the old traditional part of it drives me. I like the way they used to do their things. The harmony that used to happen between, because me, I grew up in the village.
The unity and...
Yeah. I grew up in Rakai, where I have my farm. That is where I grew up from. And I was lucky enough that they helped me, my people, helped me, to educate me a bit, and lucky enough, I'm where I am.
Exactly.
But I really love the old traditional way of doing things. Like, I don't want us to first sit and write an agreement, which is the course now, of course. In today's, everything is write down, write this.
Get a proposal.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me some time.
So, if you look at the reviews on Vivid Adventure Safaris Limited, if you go to our page, which is vividsafarisuganda.com, the website, and you go to maybe TripAdvisor or Safari Bookings, you will see the reviews there. The way I deal with clients, of course, we have hiccups here and there, which is normal in business because this is still a business. But if you read more about our business or my business, you will find that I'm straight. You buy my product, I give you more than you expect. And that is what I've seen with people who write about my company.
With the passion that you have and the experience that you have when it comes to tourism in Uganda, which is quite an adventurous or interesting sector that we have, what would you want to see change in the way things are being done?
Well, I would say that I would look more straight to the government. But to tell you the truth now, I think government has recognized tourism. So I can tell you that what I expect or what I would love to happen is already happening, because the government at the moment is really taking interest in tourism. Yeah. And hopefully, I know that years to come, we will be on another level. That is what I can tell you. I am not complaining at the moment, because even if I complain, I would be lying to myself, because at least I'm seeing something happening. I'm seeing the government taking course and taking interest in tourism.
Trying to pick up from the pandemic.
And through Tourism Board, everything is just fantastic. At least we can see now that they are with us. I'm not saying I have so many safaris going on, or I'm booked.
Or maybe you're fully booked
I'm
for
not.
the year.
And to be sincere, I have no bookings. Not Vivid, not me as a guide, but I have to be very sincere with you. I am contented with how the government is taking interest in tourism at the moment.
Okay. Now the other bit is we're so proud. They're selling Uganda out there, and of course, letting the people know the beautiful sceneries that we have and what they can, expect. But how come they're only selling Uganda to foreigners and not Ugandans? Because you've been on ground, you've been a tour guide. I'm sure you can tell that Ugandans are maybe pro-tourism. They're not really so good when it comes to adventure once in a while. Briefly to do with the domestic tourism aspect.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to disappoint you with my answers, but because when you talk of pro-tourism, I know the type of tourism you mean. You mean the domestic tourism. Yes. And if I'm to talk about domestic tourism, still I'm going to be positive. Why? The COVID situation has really, really revived our domestic tourism. People don't think of honeymoon in Dubai anymore. We have been seeing our locals going in Queen Elizabeth. They have explored Uganda very much, because of the COVID pandemic that came in. We started selling Uganda so much to the locals that at this moment I am not going to tell you anything that is disappointing. Yeah, our locals have toured Uganda very much, to the fact that now they are in love with it. It's called the Pearl of Africa. Yes. For a reason. We have Churchill, the first tourist who came here in 1960s, is the one who named Uganda the Pearl of Africa. But I can tell you now, even if it's you, the way you look at Uganda, it's a very beautiful country.
Very true.
A very beautiful country. I have an origin of Rwanda, and I love Rwanda very much. But I have had clients posing that question to me, which country I love more, the comparison. And I've always told them, Rwanda is very beautiful, and of course it's referred to as the land of 1,000 hills, But I have told them it is a very beautiful mountainous country, but Uganda is out of place, out of this world. It's a very beautiful country. From the time you start in Kampala and you go up country, you'll just be amazed by everything you see. The green, everything. I don't know how to express it to you, but it's the pearl. And I have no...
You have no query
about that.
Okay, maybe allow me to take you back.
Okay.
I mean, for the entrepreneur out there, just to borrow a leaf. What do you tell the straight-on clients? Mm-hmm.
Well, at this moment, Uganda is open for international travel. Tourists are welcome to book in anytime. And Uganda is very safe. And now that we have the vaccine here, for example, yesterday it was published volcanoes, hotels, all the staff are vaccinated at this moment. So, and I can tell you this, that with our clients, our straight-up clients, they book at least, okay, close to 3 weeks or 2 weeks before they come. And I can assure you that even if they book now, in 2 weeks' time or 3 weeks' time, the vaccine would have moved across Uganda. Yes, to different areas of Uganda. So Uganda is very safe at this moment of time. They can come in and enjoy the pearl of Africa. That is what I can tell the straight-up clients. They are welcome to book Uganda.
For the viewer, for the viewer who's watching, you're watching Entrepreneurs Hub. My guest for the day, I'm having Hannington. Great conversation right here, but there's still more to tap into. How is his experience when it comes to tour guiding? How is his experience when it comes to the hotel management? There's a lot for us to share. Keep it UBC. Shortly after the break, we'll return. Welcome back. Good to know you're still a part of Entrepreneurs Hub. My name is Sandra. I'm having my guest, Hannington. If you've just joined us, we're talking more to do with tourism and, of course, how Ugandans are embracing this whole industry and forgetting about the pandemic. I know it will really, really hit hard, but he's given us hope, which is a good thing. Well, Hannington, you talked about you being a tour guide. You've been on ground.
Yes.
How easy is it to get permits, clearance, and issues to do with that?
Well, your question is a two-in-one question, because I believe you're asking me about my experience as a tour guide, and at the same time you're asking me how easy it is to get permits and the other requirements that a client would need to make his safari
a success.
Yes. Well, getting a permit is very easy. We have Uganda Wildlife Authority and it handles everything. So usually, me as if I talk as a tour operator, still, if you come through me, I'm going to get your permits from Uganda Wildlife Authority. Yeah, and the trick in this matter will be that when you need permits, especially like we have gorilla permits, like chimpanzee permits and other primates and the other activities that are done in a national park, you need to book in advance. That is the trick there. You need to know that you need to book early. That is the only trick in booking permits and everything, but it is as easy as that.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yes. As long as you book in advance, then you have everything settled. And the best way is to, of course, use the tour operator or the company you are booking through will handle all that. Yeah, They are very efficient. I believe all companies are efficient when it comes to permits because it's a tricky thing. Yeah.
How has been your experience? Because I mean, for example, if you have a client who's going to Atibali National Forest,
Okay.
and then you need to know all the primates, the number maybe of the primates, that will have different species, bird species. Do you do a lot of research to get to know all that information?
Well, I will divert you to the guiding part. You know, you cannot. It's not easy to be an operator before you've been a guide. That is why you will even find some tour operators at least first reaching the ground. Yeah, they have, they call them trips, coupons, I would say coupons, or farm trips. Usually they get farm trips, or usually we get farm trips. Me, I don't need farm trips because I've been everywhere in Uganda. Yeah, but for a tour operator who is maybe looking forward or being lured into the industry, what you need to do is to first travel. First travel and know what you're selling. And usually, because now starting a company, it is the first step. You need to go in the Ministry of Standards, and that is Ministry of Standards. You get a license, then you get a license from UTB, and you put your company on the map on internet. After that, before you start getting exposed to clients, you need to first travel. Yeah, you need to travel all around Uganda so that you know what you're selling. But if you don't know what you're selling, even if you have tour consultants, even if you have guides in the offices, even if you have everyone you need to tell you what you need about the product or the packages, I don't think you are good enough. Because like I told you, the relationship between a client, both local or domestic or international, the relationship you have between that client initially is the relationship that is going to drive you to the future.
Amazing.
Most times we get a client who puts in the review that what inspired me to use Vivid Adventure Safaris was the fact that I sent you an inquiry and in 20 seconds I got a reply from you guys. Something like that can move someone straight away, and you're going to work with that person for the rest of your life. Because tourism is all about recommendations. The package you give to a person who comes here, or the person who is here, the memories, experiences, is what that person is going to tell to other people. And by that, is recommending you to other people. And other people are going to use you because of the experience that your initial client has got from the field. And just that moment of me talking about your flexibility is going to lure someone else to work with you, and it's going to be like, I would love to work with such a person. So basically, it's the relationship you develop with a client initially.
Okay.
That matters. So people who want to be lured or who are lured into this industry have to know that you need to travel first. Not forgetting the fact that you need to love. If you want to come into this industry and you're focused on money, you're investing to get, you are entering a wrong business, because this business needs a lot of patience.
Before you can expect a turnover.
And patience is driven by the passion you have for something. That is what I believe personally. The determination and the love you have for something will make you be patient. That is what I believe. So, and the love will make you want to move around Uganda. See what's that you're going to sell. Okay? And after getting to know about the packages you're going to sell, I believe you're good to go with any client, be it international or domestic.
Okay, like I mentioned earlier on, I love where we are. Everything is beautiful right here.
Thank you.
How have Ugandans embraced the hotel industry, or how is the reception right here where you are when it comes to Makula Hotel? Maybe briefly about that.
Well, I am...
As you've been letting
The good
us
thing
know
you've
what you offer.
Makula Hotel is, what can I say? It's a beautiful place, as you can see. And we have mid-range and luxury here. As you can see, the other block is for luxury and this block is for mid-range. So we welcome everyone here. Everyone is welcome here. And as you can see, the place is very beautiful. And if I'm to talk about service here, I think you guys can witness. So the service here is fantastic at Makula Gardens. If anyone wants to try it, it's in Chengera here. It's a very beautiful place and the services are very good. Yes.
When it comes to Ugandans and non-Ugandans, what are your best clients?
I will not lie to you.
Not really the best, okay, fine, who are the majority who have come to you over tapped into
my
your
clients
services?
are mostly international clients. Personally, in the beginning of this interview, I told you why I like dealing with international clients. It's because everything is in a straight line. And the reason I am not negatively talking about our domestic industry or our local clients, but international clients usually come to you with love. And this love has been developed. You see, like I gave you an example. I told you that an international client is a client who starts saving his money 3 years before he comes to you to inquire or to tell you that he wants to come here. That person already has enough love, okay? And then our local clients here, for us, we love what we see, okay? I am going now, I will tell you about Makula, and tomorrow you will tell me, but I want to come to that place and see what's up there, you see? So, we are different from, okay, the international market is different from the domestic market in so many different ways, okay? The other guys, they take their time. They want something, they take time to save for it, and then they achieve it. For us here, they will hear me talking about Makshon Falls. It's a very beautiful national park, and it has the falls, and trust me, apart from the falls, Makshon Falls have like splendid wildlife, because it is where you will go and you see all the big five, okay? So, apart from it having the strongest waterfall, it has, trust me, it has the fauna and flora. The vegetation there is very nice, okay? And the wildlife is very nice. So, now if I say that, I will go to my phone after and I will find someone trying to who has sent me a message already and he wants me to take him or her to Makshon Falls. So that's us. So with someone like that, like first love can also disappear in a blink of an eye. I hope you understand what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah. But someone who has taken his time to love something, and if it is love, yeah, to build the interest, and it's very easy to handle that person. Yeah. But like I told you, our local market has been boosted in COVID. And trust me, we have marketed our country so much.
How easy is it to invest in tourism?
Well,
I know entrepreneurs out there are quick to getting the money, you know,
yeah.
They start up and they just want to be able to get the profits or get whatever they expect out of it so quick. How easy is it?
Yeah, that question is a bit tricky. It's a big investment. Personally, I don't know if my advice would be okay with someone out there who would love to join into tourism or tap into tourism and as an investment. But personally, I would think It doesn't take much to invest in tourism. All it takes is the love. If you love it, you can tap into it with the love. For example, if you're out there and you want to tap into tourism, travel tomorrow. You'll see what I mean. You start traveling, okay? You do Queen, do Maction Falls, do Kidepo, do CP. And after doing that, and then you will hear from me that after traveling through Maction and CP and Queen Elizabeth, you can develop a package and you quote it. Then you will know that it doesn't take much to invest in tourism or to tap into tourism, because you will make that package, you'll put it on your social media, and then you will get 100 clients who wants to take on that package of yours. So it doesn't take much. And then the little you get, you start registering your company. And so personally, I think it takes love and passion to tap into tourism, because tourism is all about pressure. Now, like tour guides, we have a saying that we work on vacation. Personally, I have that saying that I work on vacation. How? Like now, if I have a client coming in next month, they are going to give me an itinerary. An itinerary is the program you have for the whole safari. And then on that program, if it is 10 days, they are going to pay me per day. And the list that they will pay me per day will the list will be $50. The list amount will be $50 per day. Okay? So I am paid all that money. I'm given a vehicle. I'm given upkeep. I'm given everything, allowances and everything. And then I go pick a client from the airport, or I pick a client from home. Let's say it's a local client or a domestic client. We go to Maction. As a guide, at the hotel, I don't pay. Okay? I don't pay for accommodation. I can maybe pay for meals, but most of the hotels in Uganda, they respect tour guides. We don't usually pay for meals. I mean for accommodation. And even for meals, sometimes we don't pay. Maybe some hotels have reasons as to why, of course, they will make you pay for a meal. But usually we don't actually pay for anything.
Because you're bringing
as
them
a guide, because you're bringing in a client.
Yes.
So, in conclusion, I would say I'm a client myself, because I'm going to enjoy everything that a client is enjoying. When we are traveling from Maction Falls to Chivale, I will be driving.
And you'll be sightseeing.
Okay? And I will be sightseeing. I reach Chivale, if there is a pool at the hotel, I'm allowed to swim in the same pool. So I'm on vacation, in other words. So I will tell you that I work on vacation. It is the best job in the world, if you ask me. Because who doesn't want vacation here? Of course you would. If I tell you that I'm going to take you to Lake Mburo tomorrow for free,
Just get your
2 nights, just get your bags. You would be happy.
Expenses paid for.
Everything. And I will tell you, I will not even pay for any expense. I will just ask for a farm trip at Lake Mburo, and I will say I'm coming with a friend and a wife, which makes 3 people. And then I will say, okay, I'm coming with you and
a camera person, maybe.
Okay. We are not going to pay for anything. That's a vacation for you. So who doesn't want a vacation? Everyone wants a vacation. Everyone wants a getaway. Okay? So if I tell you it's the best job in the world, I will give you that as an exam for you to research. But it's the best job in the world, according to me. It's better than me sitting in an office for the whole day and I'm doing data entry and I'm sleeping and I'm on computer and I sleep again and I sit on the computer. I'm not trying to discourage people who are in offices or doing. Everyone has love for something. But the only thing I can advise my fellow youth up there and the teenagers who are coming to our age is that find your love and passion. Okay? And when you do that, chase that, pursue that, and then you will tell me. Because for us, usually we say that our paycheck is a bonus. Like I told you, the $50 they give me is just a bonus. Why? Why is it a bonus? It's because I'm on vacation.
And you're having free accommodation?
Yes. I'm having fun. The same fun. I'm in the pictures of you, my client. And you're going to share those pictures. Those memories, we are sharing them together, okay? So it's the best job. And it's the best sector and it's the best industry.
I guess I shouldn't even ask if it were for something else. What else would you do?
Nothing else. Something else that I would do if it's a question that you have posed, I would think of retirement.
As a farmer, because you already have a farm.
Exactly. So if you ask me of something else, I will tell you that I will be a farmer, but I will be a farmer in my retirement age.
So for now, you have no regrets as far as benchmarking entrepreneurship in tourism is concerned?
Trust me, this COVID-19 has really put us down. It has really made us suffer. But presently, I'll tell you, I have no regret. And the question you talked about the government is showing a lot of interest in tourism. We are very contented. And as they say, personally, I think my future is secured. I don't know. I'm not talking politics now.
Okay, away from COVID, maybe the hiccups for the industry.
Yeah, the hiccups have been there. Very many hiccups. You know, in our industry, we've had people who have suffered who have starved, especially the tour guides. Yeah.
And some tour guides have ended up stealing people's...
No. I don't think it has come to that because amongst the virtues we have in this industry or in our work, we are taught a lot of etiquette. Okay? For example, let me give you an example. As a tour guide, my experience. There was a time I moved with two couples they were Germans, and they had close to 50,000 US dollars in my car. And they told me that money was there at the beginning of the safari, and they told me they are not going to keep that money at the hotel because anything can happen. They told me they are keeping that money in my car because that is the van they have given them as security. So they told me they are not going to keep the money in the safe of the hotel because they said anything can happen. I told them no, that is the security of the hotel. They said no. Huntington, our money is there and you know it's there, so make sure it's safe. Their money was safe to the end of the safari, and the safari was 18 days. We moved through Rwanda, we moved to Uganda. We moved Uganda and Rwanda specifically, 2 countries. And we ended up at Entebbe. So you can imagine that kind of money was in the car. And I completely did not even have any interest in that money at all. Why would I say that? Because I am not everybody in this world, but apart from the etiquette, I'm on vacation. I'm not even thinking of, I'm on vacation. Like I told you, we work on vacation. So I'm not even thinking of the money in the car. So I'm just enjoying the moment. I'm taking in the moment. I'm on vacation. So it's rare. So for us, we are groomed with that spirit of, we know a client's satisfaction is what keeps me with the name of a guide or a tourist guide. Because if that client ends up complaining, you know you can lose a name in just a second. Yeah, so basically that's it.
Okay, before I let you go, maybe a word to an entrepreneur out there who's been watching, who has been following you, and a viewer has been following you, or maybe someone who already knows you and they've checked you maybe on your website or something like that, okay, and they've been following up and they're really interested and have had a wonderful time. A word for them.
Well, I can say that I'm going to just say one sentence. Uganda is safe. It's safe for travel, and it is safe for international travel. And our hospitality and hotels, like we have given you an example of Makula Hotel, you're always welcome here. And Vivid Adventure Safaris, just Google. We are there for you. Any queries, inquiries, we are there for you.
Thank you so much for your time, Hannington.
You're welcome.
I believe you've been a great inspiration.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Wish you all the best. Wish you the best as we get into 2021, and as far as your business is concerned. And maybe one time you'll take us to your farm.
You're always welcome.
For someone out there to at least pick one or two things, as the president always encouraging us to get into farming.
Yes, it's a very good venture. Yeah, it's also a big investment, and it also needs a lot of patience. Yeah, because to start a farm is not an easy thing. It's hectic.
You have to wait for the seasons
Yes.
in and out.
You have to be very patient with everything, and even the people who work there, you have to be very patient with everybody, especially if you're just starting a farm, and especially if you are a middle-income earner like me. Yeah, I'm not rich. You know, if I was rich, I would say that everything is done with money and stuff, but the brains matter too, especially if you're a middle-income earner. Yeah, you need to be patient. You need to develop a relationship with the people you work with. Yeah, basically, yes. Yeah. And you need to have the passion and the love. For everyone who is watching me out there, I can tell you, especially the youth, I know it's a challenge for us, the youth. The jobs are scarce, and yeah. And when you look at the tourism industry, it welcomes everyone. If you want to become a tour guide, it doesn't take much for you to become a tour guide. You just need to register to be a tour guide. So I can tell you that if you have the passion, come on, chase your dream with passion and love, and you will accomplish everything you want in life. That is all I can say to the people out there watching. Yeah. Don't focus on money. No. Have the passion, determination, the love, and you'll achieve the money you want. Because at the end of the day, money is not everything. Your name matters too. Okay? And the enjoyment in what you're doing matter too. Okay? That's what I can tell the viewers out there.
Thank you so much once again. Entrepreneurs Hub, growing your business. My name is Sandra. It's been a lot. Tourism, hospitality, hotel industry, a lot. A lot there you can tap into. Employment, investment, relaxation, great things. UBC, Inspiring Uganda. Thank you so much for joining us for this particular episode. Have a great night.